The loud screams of my classmates jolted me awake. They were rushing out of our classroom, their panic palpable, like ants scattering in a frenzy. I rubbed my eyes, still groggy and disoriented, watching them with a bemused smile as they dashed for the door. "Hey, you all look stupid," I chuckled absent-mindedly. But my laughter was cut short when someone nudged my shoulder, snapping me back to reality. I blinked, scanning the classroom and the corridor. I was alone now, while the hall was filled with students sprinting past. What was happening? Was there a fire? I didn't hear a fire alarm, though. A mixture of fear and curiosity propelled me to follow the crowd. As I exited the building, I halted at the sight before me. The end of the corridor was packed with students, frantically trying to escape. Some were crying, while others were desperately pushing their way through the throng. I felt a knot tighten in my stomach. There was no smoke, no smell of burning, and certainly no flames. Was this some kind of joke? Or perhaps an earthquake? But why weren't they following the drill protocols we learned last week? If this was a prank, I would be furious. Once I reached the stairs, I decided to join the chaos. The atmosphere was chaotic and unsettling, feeding into the panic we all felt. Soon, I overheard 3 boys in front of me. "Who could that student be?" asked the tall one with curly hair. Another, who was similarly tall but had long hair, replied, "I don't know." The shortest chimed in, "Maybe they're depressed." The curly-haired boy added, "Who jumps from our 6-story school building without a reason?" They hurried down the stairs, disappearing from sight within seconds. Could their words be true? Did someone really fall from our school building? Suicide? My inner gossip monster took over, and I quickened my pace, weaving through my classmates for a clearer path. When I finally reached the outside, I scanned the area, my heart racing. Suddenly, I froze, my eyes widening as I covered my mouth in shock. I nearly gagged as I took in the sight of a bloodied body lying on the ground. The girl's face was pressed against the earth, her skull surely shattered. Blood spilled from her head, staining the ground. Her body was mangled from the fall. Who was she? Short hair, thin, not very tall. What could it be? No, it couldn't be my best friend Agatha. It just wasn't possible. But why did she look so similar? Panic surged through me, my heart pounding as I tried to shake off the chill creeping over me. "Who could that be?" whispered Luigi, Agatha's cousin, suddenly beside me. I turned to him, pale and trembling, swallowing hard. "Are you okay? You look pale," he asked, a mix of fear and anxiety in his voice. I took a deep breath, my mind racing. I hope she's not at Agatha," I stammered, more of a plea than a question. His gaze locked onto mine, and I could see the dawning realization in his eyes. The fear reflected back at me confirmed my worst thoughts. Where was Agatha? Why did this girl look just like her? Without thinking, we raced toward the lifeless body, a silent understanding passing between us. Despite my trembling knees, I pressed on, desperate for confirmation that I was wrong. It couldn't be Agatha. It just couldn't. As we approached, security guards blocked our path, but Luigi fought to get through. I worried for him. Our school valued respect for authority. I pulled him back, pleading, "Luigi, we need to stop. Let's just wait for the..." My voice faltered as I looked back at the girl. "Police." I released him, my knees buckling as I dropped to the ground. Tears streamed down my face uncontrollably. "El Luigi," I muttered, staring at the bracelet on her wrist. It was unmistakably Agatha's. Luigi knelt beside me, cupping my cheeks. "Hey," he said softly. I met his gaze, my eyes overflowing with tears. She is Agatha." "What?" His denial was frantic. "No." Tears cascaded down his cheeks as he pleaded. "You're joking, right?" I could only shake my head, pulling him into a tight embrace. Our cries filled the school grounds, a poignant sound piercing the stillness. The sadness around us was palpable as classmates watched us from a distance. A few minutes later, our weeping classmates approached us, helping us to stand. When the police arrived and lifted the girl's body, I continued to pray that it wasn't Agatha. I desperately clung to the hope that my best friend was still alive. It hurt. I struggled to convince myself that it wasn't Agatha, but reality slapped me in the face. I lost myself entirely when we confirmed her identity. My best friend was the bloodied girl lying lifeless on the ground. Did Agatha really commit suicide? Did she jump, or was she pushed off the school building? Who could have done it? Could it be someone within their circle? What dark secrets will be uncovered as they investigate Agatha's death? What are your thoughts on this? I'll leave a link to the story in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more exciting stories.